Hey guys, this is MugenLord, and tonight I want to talk about a game that took me by surprise, and that is The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors. Now, before we get into like a discussion about the game, we can expect the Mario game, we can expect some form of Donkey Kong or Yoshi or whoever else, but everybody who's Nintendo fans always expect an announcement of Zelda title. Now, when the Wii U was announced, of course they showed off, a tech demo, of what the Wii U is capable of by using Zelda, and everybody was excited, about the visuals, because I was excited as well. So, ever since the tech demo, we heard nothing more about it until E3 of 2013. They revealed that they were going to do something different with the whole Zelda format of how you explore dungeons and how you collect items to complete puzzles, dungeons, and everything. So they said they didn't have anything ready, so they was pretty much telling us we have to wait until they had something to show us, which we know now that in 2014, which we're in now, at 2014 E3, they will have something to show us as far as the next gen Zelda. So for the time being, they had released the Wind Waker HD. So that was an opportunity for people to jump back into the Zelda series. And of course, I was a fan of Wind Waker. That is by far one of my favorite Legend of Zelda titles. I still have the GameCube version. Love the crap out of the game. I really enjoyed it. But we have heard nothing else about Zelda until 2 or 3 weeks ago, Nintendo Direct Conference. Iwata had showed off a new Zelda title, which was Hyrule Warriors. Now, the thing that took me by surprise was I was not expecting this at all. And the second thing that surprised me was it was developed by a third-party company, which is Koei. Now, if you don't know who Koei is, it's the company that developed the Dynasty Warriors series. Now, the Dynasty Warriors series is been around for some time now, and I remember during the time it was launched on the PlayStation 2, which was Dynasty Warriors 2. I had gotten into it, and it's a fun game. It pretty much showed off with the power of what the console can do by showing so many soldiers on the screen at one time. But the thing is, as they started milking the franchise and as the franchise kept continuing, the game gets repetitive, and Dynasty Warriors wasn't my type of game at all, because after a while it's pretty much hack and slash and do some special abilities and hack and slash some more. So I kind of had lost interest in that type of in that series. And then they tried something different with the Dynasty Warriors series by appealing to the anime fans, which they tried the Gundam series. They did Gundam Wing Dynasty Warriors edition. So now they are branching over to the Nintendo franchises, utilizing the Zelda IP. So this is interesting. Now the thing is, I'm not into the Dynasty Warriors type of gameplay, but for the simple fact that it's Zelda, I will most definitely like to give this game a try. Now, this is the thing that worries me about this. I see potential in this, and at the same time, I'm afraid that for some reason that Koei is going to just mess this up. Now, for starters, if you guys, haven't checked out The Legend of Zelda Historia, which is the book that Nintendo had released last year and revealed the official timeline and had a lot of cool things in there. But the thing that really got me the most was the manga that was in the back of the book. Now, the manga in the back of the book really enticed me. It really caught my attention because of the detail, the artwork, and everything. And it also opened my eyes to how the storyline and how compelling and how deep the storylines to Legend of Zelda really is. Because if you notice in the storylines in the actual games, the storylines are good, but they don't really go into real deep detail. But in the manga, it did. It pretty much laid the foundation for how the Zelda franchise and the story came to be. But if you look at Link in the manga, he somewhat shares some resemblance to the Link that's in this game, and I'm kind of hoping that Koei can take advantage of this and take that story arc from the manga and base that game off of that. I mean, this game can have some potential into doing some good storytelling and introducing some new characters to the Zelda franchise, and just do something a little different, break away from the normal format of how they tell stories and everything. And I see a lot of potential, but for some reason, knowing that this is Koei and at the same time this is Nintendo, something like this is too much right for Nintendo to even touch bases on. But to have a compelling storyline would be great. Now, as far as the gameplay is concerned, the gameplay look like your typical Dynasty Warriors type gameplay, but I hope that, you know, with this game they polish it more, they add some more Zelda-esque type of feel to it. From what I've seen, he has his spinning attack, a couple combos that look familiar, something that you'll see, you know, in regular Zelda games, and also you see in Smash Brothers. You see some of the familiar enemies that's in there. He also has the flame rod that he uses in some of the Legend of Zelda franchises. So I really hope that with this game they really implement a lot of Zelda features in it, but at the same time take advantage of what story opportunities that can be told utilizing this game. Try to make it, hopefully they can try to make this game the best that it can possibly be, because I'm telling you, if this game can, you know, somewhat be successful, I can see Nintendo branching off, taking their games, other titles be developed by third party. I mean, they already tried with Team Ninja with Metroid Other M, which was a pretty good game. I own the game; it's pretty good. But if they continue to do different things like this, I think this is something that can hold gamers off into the big meal come, which is the next gen Zelda game. But if it does work, I'd like to see what Square Enix can do with a Fire Emblem game. You know, or make the combat or something that's like the Last Remnant. That'll be awesome. So, guys, tell me what you think about Hyrule Warriors, Legend of Zelda title, developed by Koei and, you know, and Nintendo. Let me know what you guys think about it. Tell me if you think this is going to be a success or you think this is going to be a flop. What other partnerships that you see Nintendo, you know, doing in the near future? This is MugenLord signing off.